Hey, hi everyone. Today I'll be talking about some of the Dhan Yogas or Lakshmi Yogas that can really make a person rich. And I picked up this chart of Mr. Mukesh Ambani, who is the richest man in India, and uh, and uh, and he comes under 100 richest people in the world. So, in this chart, if you see from the general Vedic ways of analyzing a chart, you'll really get confused on the chart because I could see that there are less Dhan Yogas and more debt or poverty yogas in the chart. It is really confusing. Like the second house is having Saturn, and Saturn is in the sign of Mars, and also the 11th house. 11th house is having Jupiter, which is a good sign, but Jupiter is the lord of third and sixth house of debt. But still, I mean, Jupiter will give good results, so there will be overall flow of wealth in a massive way. This is a good Dhan Yoga. While if you see the seventh house is having Sun, Mercury, Venus and Ketu, and I think Mercury, Venus and Ketu are not combust by Sun. Need to check the degrees. While one interesting thing you see in the richest man's chart is the second house lord is placed in the 8th house. So mostly we have heard a lot of negative things about 8th house. It's a house of it's one of the trick houses. 6th, 8th and 12th houses are the trick houses, and 8th house is a most dreaded house in astrology. So second lord placed in 8th house, that means entirely a penury or poverty yoga, but here it's entirely a different scenario. So when it comes to 8th house, I would say it's easy money, massive gain and massive loss, and mostly I think we should stop giving 8th house a negative connotation, because it all depends. I mean, 8th house is a mysterious house, and it's also a money house, a house of inheritance, I would say. So second lord Mars in the 8th house. Second house is about family wealth. Mukesh Ambani inherited family wealth and he expanded that wealth into manifold. And still, if we go through the classic Vedic text, second house in 8th, second house lord in 8th, it constitutes a poverty yoga. As well, if you see the 7th house, the Kendra house is having 12th lord and having 11th lord, 12th lord, 11th lord combined together in 7th house, which is also, I mean, according to the classic text, is a poverty yoga. It's a yoga of loss and I would say bankruptcy, and but here the 12th lord is also 9th lord, So the results will be more of 9th house, but still there will be some results of 12th house. And also the 8th lord is placed in 7th house, which is also negative signification. So if we just see this horoscope, there's a mix of yoga of loss and yoga of wealth through the classic text. But there are few things that really constitute a strong Raj Yoga, Dhan Yoga. That's the placement of Jupiter in the 11th house. I would say this will give a person a lot of overall gain from everything that he touches upon. And because Jupiter and Venus are the karakas of wealth, so placed in the wealth sign or the wealth houses, they will enhance wealth in a big way. So this is what is my observation on this. At the same time, if you see Lagna Lagna is a bit afflicted by Rahu. Rahu is placed in the Lagna. At the same time, if you see Moon is placed in a good sign, and from Moon again, Saturn is 12 from Moon, and all the 4 planets are 5th from Moon. So overall, if you see, it's very difficult to analyze this chart. Again, if you go in the D9, Jupiter is in its own sign, Saturn is in own sign. So D9 is very, very strong. The Navamsh chart is very, very strong in his case, whereas D1 seems ordinary. From D1, it's very difficult to say that in D1 it's a mix of both Dhan Yoga and yoga of debt and expenses. But the interesting part is that all the money houses which are 2, 2nd, 11th and 6th, I would say, and also 10th house, all these money houses, the nakshatras of the money houses are connected to the wealth houses itself. So the significators of money houses 2, 6, 11 and 10 are connected to the money houses, that is 2, 11, 10. So this way he has become the world's richest person, and from last 10 years he has been India's topmost richest person, and having a net worth of $60 billion. That's the only thing I found, that all the money houses, the nakshatras, the stars of the money houses are connected to the money houses itself, and there's no connection of any trick houses with the nakshatras, like the 6th, 8th and 8th and 12th house, because 6th house, though it's also a house of litigation, this house is also a house of wealth, a house because it's 12th from 7th, so it's a loss to the opponents and a gain to the native. So the 6th house can be considered, should be considered as a wealth house. Though there are different other negative things about the 6th house. It's also a house of debt, litigation and all that. So in his chart, I saw that the nakshatras are very very strong, connected with the money houses, and due to that, he is the richest person. I mean, this constitutes a strong Raj Yoga, or you should say Dhan Yoga, and this Dhan Yoga will last for life. Indeed, I mean for lifelong. He will be living like a king, and having all the wealth and prosperity. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Subscribe the channel. Thank you.